Hi everyone, I'm Kim. First of all, thanks for watching my YouTube video. I hope it is useful for you to understand multiple regression analysis in your business area or study area. In this video, I would like to share how to get variance inflation factor, simply VIF, in Excel. There is one reference site I have used for this video, and the VIF estimates how much the variance of a regression coefficient is implanted due to multicollinearity in the model. The VIF can be calculated by this formula, and the subscript I is the predictor you are looking at, such as x1 or x2. A VIF of 1.9 tells you that the variance of a particular coefficient is 90% bigger than what you expect if there is no multicollinearity. In general, a VIF of 10 indicates high correlation and is cause for concern. So when you see very high VIF figures, then you need to think about two ways. So changing regression models or dropping independent variables to reduce VIF. So I want to show you how to get x1 variables VIF in Excel. So in our program, once you do multiple regression analysis by LM function, then you can get VIF from car library. Yeah. So I want to show you how to get this x1 variables VIF in Excel. So go to Data tab and click Data Analysis and Regression. And as a Y range, select column B here, and as an input X range, select from column C to column G here, and click labels, and let's see the result here. Okay, then this is the multiple regression output. Then again, we can think of this formula. So 1 over 1 minus r squared. Right. So this is VIF for x1 variable. Right. So again, I got this VIF when I treat x1 as y variable, and from x2 to 6 variable as independent variables. Then you can get VIF from R square. There is another website I have used to get VIF by second way. So the first step is to standardize data, right? yi minus y bar over standard deviation of x and divide by square roots of n minus 1, right? Then from regression coefficients variance, then the second part, it says the second factor is called the variance inflation factor. Okay. So let's standardize data from x1 to x6. x1 minus average of x1 variable, then press F4 2 times to fix column row here, then over standard deviation dot s, and press F4 2 times. Okay, then divide by square roots of n minus 1, which is 29. Okay, then we can apply this formula for other cells. Okay, for example, let's check x2 variable. Okay, x3, okay, x4, and x5, x6. All right. Then you need to get this one, RXX matrix. So select 6 by 6 dimension and merge, transpose X variables here, or standardized X variables. Then press Ctrl Shift Enter. Right. So as you can see, the diagonal elements is 1 because we standardized it. And then let's get inverse x prime x. So and inverse and x prime x matrix here. Right, and Control Shift Enter. Right. So the diagonal elements here is same as each variable's VIF. Okay. So in general, the VIF for this data is very relatively small. That's it for today. I hope it was useful for you to understand how we can get VIF in Excel. Thank you. Please click like and subscribe if it was useful for you. Thank you.